it's just keep on hanging around it. But anyways, here we go. So the first item in the box is a tote bag. Yes, a tote bag right there. So let's just check this out. We have here Jude and Cardan tote bag, which is actually inspired by the Folk of the Air series by Holly Black. So let me just let you guys see a little bit more of it right there. So it's just the same print. The length of it is quite longer than the usual tote bag that I get from Fairyloot. And I think my laptop can actually fit in it, which is really good because I need more totes that will fit my laptop, so I can have like a bookish bag to carry them in, which is always really nice. Alright, so that's the first item in the box. Next one we have is, oh, I think this is a scarf. Yes. So this is a bookish scarf, which is inspired and features a quote from A Song of Raids and Ruin, and it is designed by Jess Hawk. Oh yeah, and by the way, the tote bag is actually designed by Rosie Thorns 88. First off, I love the color. It's green, very slittering. Yes, and we have here the quote. I'm not sure if you can see it, but yeah. It says here, "Come and gather. A story is about to begin." It's nice. Scarf is loving the color. It's actually gradient, like it's light green in the middle and it turns darker as it gets to the edges. Yes, my Slytherin heart is very happy getting this one. So the next thing we have is this one. It is a literary scrunchie. So it's a scrunchie which is inspired by Shatter Me, and it's brought to us by Fairyloot. So this scrunchie is so in today. I find this like everywhere and I've been wanting one, but every time I try to get one, it gives me like random designs. I cannot actually try and get a certain design. And definitely this one is I like because it's black and white, it's very neutral, and of course it's a bookish scrunchie. Who doesn't love a bookish scrunchie? It's so pretty and it's actually really looking well made. It's like thicker than the other ones I have. Alright, so the next one, let's see. We have, is this one? What is it? This is a sticky screen cleaner, which is designed by Tarot Jaw. So it's Angel Falls sticky screen cleaner. So I'm not sure how it's used, but let's try and open. Just wanna get it. Oh, okay. So I guess you just wrap this around your phone and it should help you clean it up. Though I'm not sure how do you keep it from getting, you know, dirty before you actually use it, aside from keeping it in this plastic. But yeah, looking nice. Not fan of yellows, but fan of angel wings, so yes, like it. Next one we have is this one. So since we have a tote bag, I think it's nice that we have a bag hanger, which is designed by Tarot Jaw. So here, trying to let you guys see how it looks. The design, there's a sword right there and some roses. And this is actually inspired by the Wrath and the Dawn. And this is really nice to have around. And the odds of it being inside a box with the tote bag in it, it's like so witty. Yes, I like this. So the next one, let's see what else we have here. So I'm not throwing anything. So the next thing that we have are the tarot cards, which is actually the Page and Knight of Swords, and is designed by the talented Rs28, of course. And it's still inspired by House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. So these are really matching the October tarot cards, and I'm loving them because the illustrations are really good. It's very detailed. So I feel like they are really like looking really good. So what's else? So we still have this one. Ooh. Alright, so these gorgeous bookmarks are actually made by Art, and it's actually foiled bookmarks, and I hope you can see how shiny those lines are. And of course, these features like Serpent and Dove by Shelby Marine, A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, the Iron Face series, and some characters from the Book of the Month. Alright, of course, I'm pretty sure that Fair here is like from Sarah J. Maas because Resand is there. And we have here, so it's like back to back, and it's the couples are like one side is the girl, and the other side is of course. So there. Yes, loving it. Definitely like this bookmark, and it's actually big, and it's nice for those hardcover books. Yes. So this is definitely one of my favorites in this month's box, and I already have like 2 of them, so this is the 3rd favorite. Okay, so since I think there's nothing else inside this box anymore, yep, we're heading on to the Book of the Month. So before we actually start there, we have here the art print, the character print, which actually is also the letter from the author at the other side of it, right there. So I'm gonna try and hold this really stable so you can pause and read it. Right there. And then, oh. Whoa, this is nice. Right, before we head on to those, we have here, of course, the fairy scoop. And then the next one we have is, of course, the monthly bookmark, which is a mini-me of the Spider card art print. Alright, so the book of the month is, are you guys ready for this? Violent Delights. These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. And we also have this annotated chapter from the Violent Delights, and this is a Fairyloot exclusive. So let's check it out. It has this very pink, powder pink sprayed edges, yes. And of course we have art print at the backside of the dust jacket right there. So this art print is actually done by Monolime Art. And then the character print from the author letter is actually by Lori Gallart. Yes, and let's check this out. We have this Violent Delights signed booklet. And aside from that, we have the author signature right here. And it's actually for us. Yes. Just wanna see if there is a nope. So there is no map. I like maps and I like them in my books. Yeah, so let's check out what this is. So I'm going to try and hold it really stable right there, and I'm hoping you guys would see. Alright, so trying to hold it in place while I read through the synopsis so we can have a peek on what it's about. So the year is 1926, so it's 1900s, and Shanghai hums to the tune of debauchery. A blood feud between two gangs runs the streets red, leaving the city in chaos. At the heart of it is 18-year-old Juliet Kai, a former flapper who has returned to assume her role as the proud heir of the Scarlet Gang. Alright, so that actually explains the Gatsby feel of all the art prints. A network of criminals far above the law, and their only rivals in power are the White Flowers who have fought the Scarlets for generations. And behind every move is their heir, Roma Montague, Juliet's first love and first betrayal. Yeah. So it's like, I think it's going to be like Romeo and Juliet kind of thing, having a hint right there. So continuing on, but when the gangsters on both sides show signs of instability, culminating in clawing their own throats out, the people start to whisper of a contagion, a madness, a monster in the shadows. As the deaths stack up, Juliet and Roma must set their guns and grudges aside and work together. For if they can't stop this mayhem, then there will be no city left for either to rule. Oh. So it says here that perfect fans of the City of Brass and Descendants of the Crane, this is a heart-stopping debut, is an imaginative Romeo and Juliet retelling set in 1920s Shanghai, with rival gangs and monsters in the depths of Yangtze River. Alright, so was right. It was like Romeo and Juliet-ish. So it's a retelling actually. Romeo and Juliet, it's just the plot is like Romeo and Juliet and the Great Gatsby, but it's in Asia. Yeah. So this is really nice actually. And it's quite interesting. Because aside from the gangs rivalry, there also is that that's Yangtze River monster. So it says here that it's like a contagion, a madness of a monster in the shadows. So I'm not sure it's whether like it's going to be like something that makes people crazy or it's actually an actual monster. So I guess we would have to read the book in order to find those out. But yeah, so I think if you're like a fan of the Great Gatsby or Romeo and Juliet, which I know many are a fan of, and you would like to find, read some sort of retelling of it, like a more modern version, not really modern, it's like a 1920s version of Romeo and Juliet with gangs in Asia, like Yakuza gangs, but of course this is Chinese and such. So this is actually interesting because there are a lot of feels in this book and it seems really nice to me. And I'm really interested in the what kind of contagion and madness is going through the city. But of course, the plot, it's a little bit, well, for me now, it's like a cliche with the of course, rival gangs has to come together and save everybody. But what the heck, it's lovers, it's enemies to lovers, so why not? And of course, we all love a good fairy tale, or let's say we all love a good fantasy book. So this is it. It's like fantasy, but not really, if you know what I mean. It's like fantasy set in a real life setting, not really in a world of magic and mayhem, but it's like this actual city or world that we're in, and then there's like that fantasy based monster. So let's just see what this is about when it comes to reading the book. All right, so as for whether this book has a sequel or not, if it's going to be a series or not, just going to check out our fairy scoop right here. And it does says that, what can you tell us about the sequel? So yes, definitely it's going to have a sequel. And yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to read this before I get to the sequel, but like, I'm not sure if I'm going to read it before I get my hands on the sequel. I'm the kind of person who likes to complete them all before I read them. So I have like a lot of TBRs because technically the series are not yet done and I'm still waiting for them to be completed. But I hate hanging or like open endings, which really just kept you hanging on what's going to happen next. But we'll see about this one because I have that Wicked Kingdom from the October box, which really entices me, and I really wanna actually go ahead and grab it right now. But yes, we'll see about that. So let's have a short recap on everything inside this box, and let's start with the tote bag. Yes. Oops, sorry about that. So yeah, we have here the tote bag. So I love the size of the tote bag. I think it really fits my laptop, so that's good. The only thing I'm not into is it's white and it's pink. Not really a pink kind of girl unless it's mixed with black. But yeah, and then we have is Literary Scrunchie, which is a favorite because I've been looking for one that actually fits me or fits my taste. And then for the next one we have is the bag hanger, which is right there. And then the next thing we have is this a bookish scarf, which is a favorite as well because I like the color and I like it that it has a bookish coat in it and it's very Slytherin. That's why I like it. And another thing are these foiled bookmarks, which are really gorgeous, and I really am digging the way they look. See, it's like the bookish black pink, right? Yeah. And then what else we have here? The reusable phone screen cleaner right there. And of course we have the monthly tarot cards, the monthly bookmark, the letter from the author. And then we have These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong, which has also the annotated chapter right here. So this sounds amazing. The storyline sounds really good, and I think I'm going to wait for the sequel before I start on it. But the plot setting and retellings are really good for me. I like all those retellings, like on whatever story there is. But yeah, you know what I mean, guys. I hope you guys like this video, and let me know in the comments down below which of the items you like, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.